Yo, what's good, everybody? Yo, we know y'all missed us because we missed you. But we back in the lab, man. This your fellas from Apuffaminute. We back in the house, yo. I'm your boy, Cigar Mick.
Hey, this is Jared Gray, Cigar Banker. What's good, people?
Indeed, y'all. It's been a minute, y'all.
Definitely.
You know, but hey, you know, it's a new year, 2021. You know, things is looking up, looking a little bit better. Hopefully, we're gonna finally, start living life again. That's what everybody's hoping for in 2021. Anyway, 2020 was crazy. Everybody got horror stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we survived and we still here.
We made it through. Man.
Absolutely.
It was definitely a rough year, but we made it. We back. We back.
We back at it, baby.
Yeah, man. But you know how we start every episode, man.
Yes.
We got to tell them what we smoking.
Yes. It's been a minute, man. So I'm gonna tell you like this, Jake. This is my third cigar today. Okay, I went to the golf course and stunk it up a little bit, but it's good. It's great to be out there. Weather's beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a good time. So this is the Timeless Supreme. So I actually started off with another Timeless earlier today, because it's a real light, mild, it's a good breakfast cigar and stuff like that, man. This is the Supreme though. And you blessed me with this one, so I'm looking forward to it. But again, Nat Sherman is no longer in business. I think they're doing more business now that they out of business.
Supposedly out of business.
Than when they was in business, But it's a great Nicaraguan stick, man. Always burns beautifully.
Yeah.
It's just it's just it's a classic in my mindset, man. So I really appreciate these. I love the Timeless.
Yeah, man. They got a lot of pride in what they do. It's sad to hear what's going on with them, but it sounds like that might be what revives them, right?
Right. Exactly.
But real quick, man, I'm smoking on this Hamlet by Hamlet Paredes, man.
Yeah.
This is the guy that joined up with Rocky Patel. This is Deliberation. This is Ecuadorian Habano and Nicaraguan.
Nice.
Nice flavors, light smoke, man. He do his thing. One of them master blenders out there doing his thing with Rocky.
Yeah.
And you know how Rocky do. He got 1,000 cigars, seem like, in the lineup now. He got an anniversary for every anniversary.
Bro. You can't throw a rock without hitting a Rocky Patel.
Exactly. So it was cool to see him bringing Hamlet, man, and Hamlet doing his thing, bringing his blends to the Rocky Patel brand.
Right.
This is a good smoke. We've had this before on the show, but
absolutely.
definitely, I'm getting to that point, man, where I stay in that vein of what I like. I'm like, I got to keep trying stuff so I keep my palate refined, but I'm like, I smoke what I like.
That's what it's all about, man. At the end of the day, smoke what you like, bro, and enjoy it because it's a pastime to be enjoyed. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And, we sipping on a little bit of the 1738
Yes.
right now, man. That Remy 1738. And we are chasing that with this Carlsberg.
Yeah.
A Danish Pilsner.
One of my homeboys put me on this, man. I can't stop drinking it.
Is that right?
Yeah. If you like Heineken, man, you got to switch to Carlsberg.
That's nice, actually.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, bro, so much has been going on, man. And it is so much like after being off, right? So we basically shut it down. In the midst of COVID, we were doing the coronavirus series or whatever for a while, but it didn't seem like the virus was ever going to end and whatnot. So then we just decided to just pull back because it was so much craziness going on in the world, right? That it would be hard for us to come on here and not have to commentate about the same stuff week after week after week, bro. And sometimes you have to have something other than talking about the craziness that's going on in the world. And that was coming from, leadership, so to speak, right? So now, things are settling down a little bit, man. There's other things to talk about. Tomorrow, Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
We still got the viruses out here, but now the vaccines are going down, right?
Yes.
Lots of different opinions, man, when it comes down to this vaccine. I know a lot of people that I talk to who are actually going out and getting the vaccine. Then I talk to a lot of other people, right, in the same vein, and they're like, yo, miss me with that. I'm going to be one of the last people to get it. When they force me to do it, then I'm going to do it because there's not really a proven science behind it yet.
Right.
What do you think about that?
Well, I would agree. I knew myself personally, I didn't want to be an early adopter for multiple reasons, right? The testing, I didn't feel like it was well refined. The fact that they had a certain age group that was more likely to have more effectiveness from the vaccine. Yeah. I didn't like none of that. And then when you heard what Johnson & Johnson was doing, that's a whole nother story, right? Yeah. But what Johnson & Johnson is about to do, coming out with a one-shot vaccine, doesn't have to ship at this crazy low temperature.
Right.
You can go get it one time, be done. The booster lasts for a year.
Yeah.
Then you find out other things, the shots they're giving us now, really only going to last you a maximum of 9 months.
Right.
It doesn't even last a full year. So all these different things, right? But at the same time, it's like the opinions of it are weird. And I'll say this, I'm probably going off on a tangent.
Nah, you good.
But I'm going to take it there.
Yeah.
So our governor came out and said there's not equity with the vaccinations right now.
Really?
He's saying in the Black and Latino communities, we are not getting the vaccines at the rate we should be.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at it this way. I know from personal conversations with my other Black friends that they don't want to take the vaccine. And maybe that's more of what's going on than it's not available. Yeah. It's more that we don't want to be early adopters.
Yeah.
And I think that's more what the case is. And you'll see that across the country. And they're saying there's not equity in the vaccinations, but the numbers for COVID for us were higher. I was like, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah, so really, bro, I mean, devil's advocate, right, on that side of it, because I get both sides of this argument. Like you said, we are, what it seems like 5 times, more susceptible to get COVID, or whatever than all other, races of people that are out there, right? We're dying at a higher rate from COVID-19 than others. But at the same time, we're 5 times less likely to get the vaccination. But here's the thing. We're not dying because we're not getting the vaccination. You know what I'm saying? Or what have you. So again, my thing is, when I look at the Moderna, right, RNA, bro, it's not even like, based on DNA or anything like that. And it's not, there's no part of the coronavirus that was used to create this vaccine.
Yes.
A typical vaccination is going to give you a little bit of the virus so your body can build up antibodies, right, and be able to fight off that infection by building up your immune system, right? But if they made the Moderna and they made the Pfizer in the laboratory, right, which, again, a lot of people still say the virus was laboratory driven as well, right? So again, you take one, either side of that argument, but you're injecting this into your body because it's like a man-made version of the virus. Okay, so to your point, the Johnson & Johnson is actually using a portion of the virus, right? It's a true vaccination.
Right.
They say it's like, maybe 75% effective, not as effective as the other one, so to speak. But to your point, again, you don't have to freeze it, right? It ships you can just basically refrigerate it. It supposedly lasts longer, and the virus itself, even now, is mutating. You get a flu shot last year, bro, it ain't gonna do good this year because of what? Because it mutated. Right? So again, the virus is already mutating. You guys are coming up with a virus that is behind the curve of the mutation and wasn't even based on the actual virus to begin with. I'm not feeling it, man. There's a couple questions. There's a couple questions I asked a couple friends of mine.
Go ahead.
I said, let me ask you a question. So you got the virus? They're like, yeah. I said, so will this virus prevent you from catching coronavirus? The answer is no. Okay? I'm sorry, vaccination. Will this vaccination prevent you from getting the virus? They say no. I said, let me ask you another question. Will this vaccination prevent you from passing the virus on to somebody else? The answer is still no. All right? Let's scratch all of that. Let me ask you a third question. By getting this vaccination, are you now able to go out without wearing a mask? No. So what's the point?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? What's the point? Why go through all of that, bro, if you still got to live the same life I'm living without having it?
And that was the whole point, right? Is by having the vaccine that we could open the world up, and then people could be able to do things like go to concerts, travel, all these different things, right? The vaccination was supposed to make people feel more comfortable about it. And I don't necessarily think that it affects whether you wear a mask or not. It's just a comfort level. And I really think the fact that the vaccine is coming out, you can see the optimism of people starting to open up. And there's states that didn't have shutdowns, like Utah and Idaho, that are saying we got the same numbers everybody else did, and we never had a mask mandate. We never had a limit on occupancy at different venues. So it's something to be said about it. So it's like, I don't think either one is right. I don't think either one is wrong. So we got to look at both sides of that.
It's a personal choice at this point, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not faulting anybody.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not faulting anybody who because people tell me, they tell me that if I get the virus now, that my body will be able to process it a lot quicker, and I'll come out of it quicker than if I were not vaccinated. Okay, again, People say a lot of different things, man. I feel like you got more people out there that are carriers of this thing with no symptoms, asymptomatic, than So if I'm going to have a Super Bowl party and I say everybody gets vaccinated, to come to this Super Bowl party, right, and they all get their vaccination, you still have to adhere to the same social distancing rules, because again, one of those people could have stopped at the gas station to pick up a 6-pack of beer on the way, and they could have came across somebody who was asymptomatic. You still have to live with the same precautions as someone who had not gotten the vaccination.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point when you start talking about personal choice. Yeah. It seems like this whole COVID thing is more of an emotional thing than it really is someone got sick and had bad symptoms and that sort of thing. Yeah. And I give a perfect example. I think of my wife, right? Yeah. She got the virus. She was diagnosed with it, and at the end of the day, she felt guilty for contracting the virus.
Right.
And I had to tell her there was nothing you could do about it. I was like, this thing is just the way it is. It's one of them viruses that it's easily contracted. Yeah. And she felt guilty that we were at home, we had to quarantine, and we had to go through this whole process. And I had to encourage her all the time and keep her emotional state up, because it affected her more emotionally than it did physically.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
and you know how it is. When people get sick, they mind makes it worse than it really is. So you'll get sick, and when you're ready to go, you're ready to go.
Exactly.
And if you want to fight it, you'll mentally fight it before your body fights it.
Exactly.
So definitely, I think this thing is really messing with people more mentally than anything.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one, man. But at the end of the day, guys, whether you decide to go out there and get you a Pfizer vaccine, a Moderna vaccine, or if you decide to hold off for Johnson and Johnson, or not get one at all, eventually everybody's going to end up having to get it. I hate to say it like that, but eventually, it's the mark of the beast, baby. You're not going to be able to go to any grocery stores. You're not going to be able to travel. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things unless you can show proof of having gotten this vaccination.
Yes.
However, I would much rather be one of the late adopters, one of the latest adopters, than one of the early ones, man. Let's flesh this thing out, man. Let's see the results of what happens with some of these other early people that are jumping in and can't wait to go and stuff, and let them make some tweaks and stuff like that before I jump in, bro. I value my life too much, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But good stuff, man. I think we should switch it up now.
Let's switch it up, baby, because again, we're not trying to hold nobody hostage. We coming back, you know what I'm saying? We're going to try to keep to the timeline. There's so much stuff that we could talk about. I haven't been on for so long.
Oh, man.
But tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday.
And I got.
Can we say Super Bowl? I don't even know. Can we say that?
But
it's a big game.
I got beat up last year, right? Because I picked the 49ers.
Yeah, you did.
I had the 49ers all day, every day. And they pulled a oopsie on me and lost the game. So I haven't stopped hearing it yet from our fans of Apuffaminute. They reached out to me personally, said, Cigar Baker said the 49ers was going to win. So I'm afraid to say anything.
So what you going to say today so they can put that money the other way?
I'm going to say 50-50. Nah, man, I really do like Kansas City tomorrow, though.
I do, too.
I've been set on Kansas City early on when the playoffs started. I said it was going to be hard for a lot of teams to beat them. I still worry about Mahomes' foot, and now they've lost one of their tackles, which is going to be something to look at. But I had a Kansas City fan explain it to me this way, right? So Kansas City is now going to be the new dynasty. So Brady is handing over the guard now to Mahomes. And at the same time, Eric Bieniemy, who is the assistant coach for Kansas City, he got passed up for a lot of head coaching jobs. Well, he should have been one of the top candidates for a lot of these jobs, right? But what they're saying is Andy Reid retires, Bieniemy becomes the head coach. Now you got a true dynasty on your hands, because now you have a younger coach with energy that's ready to take this team to another 3, 4, 5 championships. Who knows? He may have a Brady run. And I was like, that's a cool little storyline if it plays out that way.
I actually like that. I like that storyline, man. I really do. There's no doubt, bro. There's no debate. There's nothing that you could say right now to take away from Brady being the greatest of all time. Okay? Anybody, like I said, everybody thought Brady was done last year, man. When New England let him go, it was like, okay, it was a good run, end the story. Belichick was like, yeah, we need to move on. We need to think about the future. Nobody expected Brady to go to a struggling Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Even put some pieces around them like they did. But even with the pieces that they put around them, nobody expected them to go this far, bro. It was like, I was saying early in the season, like, if he takes them to the playoffs, man,
he did his job.
He did his job.
Mm-hmm.
But to go over in there and to get through Green Bay, bro, I'm saying, bro, like, you know, Aaron Rodgers is my dude. You know what I'm saying? I did not expect Brady to take Rodgers down like that. You know what I'm saying? In that game, man. And what I can say right now is Brady, without a doubt, the greatest of all time. All right. However, Mahomes is the greatest right now.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Mahomes is the greatest right now. Brady's the greatest of all time. Mahomes' job is to build a resume, you know what I'm saying, that looks a little bit like Brady's.
I agree.
Yeah.
But Mahomes is one of the few cats playing the quarterback position that I've seen have the same competitive nature that Brady does. Mm-hmm. You can see a lot of quarterbacks that falter when Brady starts putting on one of them shows. He gives you that 2-minute touchdown run, or he gives you, we scoring in the last 30 seconds. Like, you see a lot of quarterbacks start to fade when they see Brady doing those kind of things. Mahomes has not. In the times they played each other earlier this year, Mahomes has not faded against Brady. He came out there with the same energy, the same focus, and he got things done. And he's not losing the game for his team.
I agree.
So it's going to be a good game, man. And the thing about Tampa Bay, people don't remember, bro, they a young defense. They young on defense and they young on offense. But they drafted half of them defensive players this year. So it's going to be a good game.
So on that note, let's throw out some props. All right. First team to score.
Kansas City.
I agree. First player to score.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, not special teams, right? Touchdown, not defense. Who does the touchdown go to?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think it's going to be a running touchdown.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Tyreek Hill.
I think it's going to be a running touchdown.
I think Tyreek is going to bust open for one, bro, and he's going to hit him on the long one, and that's going to be the first touchdown of the game.
We'll see. Yeah. I think they whole game plan is around Kelsey and Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
They whole game plan.
Yeah.
So you got to think, if I'm Andy Reid and I'm playing the chess match, I'm gonna run the ball.
Okay.
I'm gonna run the ball.
I like that. What color is Gatorade at the end of the game?
Right? It's gonna be green.
That's a prop bet, bro. I couldn't believe that, man.
It is.
I think it's gonna be orange, but we'll see what happens. You know, I didn't put no money on this game at all, y'all. Do not take my advice right now. But matter of fact, by the time we post this up, y'all, it'll be too late to bet.
Yeah.
So don't even trip.
The thoughts and views of Apuffaminute are
not necessarily those of the general public. You know. Yeah. But nah, man, I'm looking forward to a good game. I think it's going to be a very exciting Super Bowl, man, with these two teams coming in there. Again, you can't really take much away from Tampa Bay. They're going to make a game out of it.
They are.
Yeah,
they are.
big time.
And that's what I'm happy for. It's going to be a game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a game.
Absolutely, man. All right, fam, look, man, we coming down to the last minute, man. Again, yo, we back, you know, we about to get back out here. We want to holler at y'all and let y'all know that we got something big that's coming up in April. I don't know where you are, but you want to get to Las Vegas, man. It's going to be Las Vegas Cigar Week. We're going to be doing a lot of things with a lot of other cigar groups that are out here, and we definitely want y'all to, you know, come out in the party with us. But keep in touch with Apuffaminute. We're going to give you all the details on that as we move forward. What you got for him, bro?
Man, that's it, man. I'm just glad to be back.
Yes.
We got another one in, man.
Yes.
You know, I haven't seen my boy too much during quarantine, so I'm just glad we doing our thing. We back on our stuff,
yes,
man. It's
indeed.
good.
Yes, indeed, y'all. Look, y'all. Until next time, I'm your boy Cigar Maker.
Cigar Baker.
It's another Apuffaminute, y'all. We back in your building. We in your TVs. We in your computer screens. We on your cell phones. Follow us at Apuffaminute on YouTube,
Instagram, all that,
the whole
Facebook.
line. Continue to follow us, man. We appreciate all the love that's out there, man. We show it right back. That's the alarm. We out. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, I was gonna say that. I didn't want to do it. We on everything.
You know you like that. You know you like that. You know you like that. You know you like that.